Game Night comes to us from directors John Francis Daley and Jonathan Goldstein, who did direct the recent Vacation reboot, which the less said about that film the better, although the duo were two of the writers on Spider-Man Homecoming and are currently tapped to direct Flashpoint for DC. Game Night marks a major improvement for this duo of writers and directors. The movie offers a lot of fun and very enjoyable moments, even if it doesn't revolutionize everything. There are some flavors of David Fincher's The Game and comedies like Date Night and Daddy's Home, but a film like this doesn't have to be an original Academy Award winning idea, it just has to offer a lot of laughs, which this movie does in spades. And it's worth mentioning that this is a dark comedy. The humor isn't going to land for everyone, but I found myself laughing out loud many times, as were many of the people that were at my screening. So for me, that means the movie works and it's done its job. In fact, it's probably one of the better R-rated comedies that we've gotten in recent memory. The film follows Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams as Max and Annie, a married couple that are really into social game nights with their circle of friends. Max's successful, egotistical brother Brooks, played by Kyle Chandler, has come to town and organizes a special murder mystery game night for the group, which goes well until the night goes sour and suddenly they're thrust into dealing with real criminals and underworld figures. And thus the insanity ensues from there. McAdams and Bateman really look like they're having a lot of fun with this film, and you can really buy into their energy and chemistry in this film. It really makes them quite entertaining to follow. We get some depth to their characters, where they've been trying to start a family together, but things really haven't worked out well for them. It's really surprising because so many of the characters in Vacation felt like very one-dimensional cartoon characters. While this movie is certainly insane and can get a bit too silly for its own good at times, it really helps that there's a lot of time spent developing our lead characters, as well as giving our supporting characters meaningful arcs that prevents them from becoming walking punchlines. All of the cast are really a whole lot of fun to be around, and just seem like they're having a ball working together, which really helps make this film a good communal experience. It really works seeing this film with a whole group of people. Kyle Chandler gets some great moments in the film that actually dig into his character and bring some layers to someone who could have very quickly come off as being annoying and kind of pointless. His arc doesn't come together quite as well as some other characters, and he does get used as more of a joke, but it's at least nice to see some effort made with this type of character. Billy Magnuson, Lamorne Morris, Kylie Bunbury are all well used and get some hilarious moments throughout the film. Kylie does have a small subplot through the film that, while funny and comes up many times during the movie, does at one point shift to a flashback, and while this flashback is certainly entertaining and offers some payoff, it does slow the film down considerably and feels like a detour from the film. But the standout in the film is absolutely Jesse Plemons as Jason Bateman's erratic neighbor who happens to be a police officer. He absolutely gets the best character moments in the film, and while some of his moments can come across as kind of random, there is still some payoff with his character and does feel worth it by the end of it. What I really love is this film uses a lot of establishing shots that are filmed to make the suburbs and city look like a board game. In fact, this film offers a lot of really interesting experimental choices in the look of the film, which I really wasn't expecting from these directors and I'm actually quite impressed by. The movie does have issues. Some may find some of the story elements a bit predictable, and the movie does have some problems with the ending. Where you get so many twists and turns thrown at you, it can start to feel a bit like a Scooby-Doo episode, and as a result does lessen the impact of some of the twists. The best thing about this though is that the movie totally acknowledges this and makes fun of it, which leads to some really big laughs. Overall, Game Night is a lot of fun. There are a few surprises in the movie and you'll get a lot of laughs out of it. There are actually a few jump scares in the movie, and there are some moments that might turn off some people that get a bit squeamish, but it never goes into full-blown violence or raunchiness. Honestly, you could have probably made this film just PG-13 by removing some of the blood. I recommend seeing Game Night with a group of friends. It won't revolutionize anything, but it's perfectly digestible and entertaining, and marks a huge improvement over Vacation. Game Night gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Guys, I hope you like this review. If you want to see more reviews just like this, then stay right here for your mono fix. Bye guys.